Need a spot for your printer supplies? With its compact footprint and ample storage, this primitive-style cabinet is the perfect solution. Hey there, I'm Scott. Thank you for stopping by. I'm the owner of sawsonskates.com, where I share easy woodworking plans and space-saving workshop solutions. One of the things I love about making my own furniture is the ability to design pieces for awkward spaces. For years, I did my computer work at my dining room table. I grew tired of seeing my workstation during my off hours, so a few years ago, I transformed a closet into my cloffice, a closet office. Even though it's super tiny, only about 2 feet by 6 feet, this little space is one of the best things I've ever done for my business. When I'm done for the day, I can close the door and leave work behind. Well, kind of. I still think about it, but at least I don't have to see it until tomorrow. One of the challenges I faced, even when working at the dining room table, was that I didn't have a spot for my printer, so it lived in my bedroom closet. Whenever I needed to print something, I had to go upstairs to the printer. While it wasn't that far, it felt like a pain if I only needed to print one sheet. One day it hit me. I should build a printer stand. I could design it to fit the small space and have a spot for my laser printer, scanner, and extra paper. And the cloffice could use some light, so the top would be an excellent place for a lamp. And since I was custom designing it, and one of the furniture styles I find pleasing is primitive, I would go with that. After I finished building this project, I noticed my friend Karen had a similar one in her guest bedroom that she used for a small TV. Then my friend Matt helped me move the cabinet into my house, and he mentioned that he also had a similar cabinet that he used as a TV stand. So I think this project would make an excellent small-sized entertainment center. You could also add doors to the upper section and use it for storage. I built my printer cabinet with pine boards. While you could make yours with plywood, I prefer to avoid it because maneuvering the large sheets in my small workshop can be challenging. For the best results, I recommend squaring or joining the edges of your boards before gluing them together, ensuring a tight fit and preventing gaps. I used a table saw for this, but a jointer is the best option if you have one. And for full disclosure, if my board's edges are already fairly square, I sometimes skip the jointing step. After jointing the edges, the boards will be relatively straight, so I can get a clean, square cut when I trim them to their final length. Woodworkers disagree on the best method for removing glue squeeze-out. Some prefer a damp rag, but I've found that it pushes the glue deeper into the wood, preventing absorption if you plan to stain your project. Instead, I prefer to wait for the glue to form a skin, usually about 20 to 30 minutes, then remove it with a scraper or putty knife. While I frequently use pocket holes to assemble my projects, the drawback is they don't ensure perfect alignment between the face frame and case. One thing I could have done to improve the fit is cut biscuit slots in the back of the stiles and edges of the case. If you have a biscuit joiner, I recommend taking this extra step. For a polished look, I filled the case's pocket holes with pocket hole plugs, then sanded them smooth after the glue was dry. I typically wouldn't address the back of a project at this stage, but I'm using beadboard, and I want to ensure the grooves are centered from side to side, so I'm taking care of it now. To make the finishing process easier, I didn't attach the back at this time. Instead, I applied the stain and sealer before attaching it to the case. Using a shelf pin jig, I made the holes for the adjustable shelf. I wanted the door panels slightly wider than required because the door needs clearance on each side. Instead of aiming for precision right away, I took a gradual approach to sneak up on the perfect fit. With my table saw unplugged, I placed the panel next to the blade and gently snugged the rip fence next to it. This method allowed me to shave off a thin amount of material. I flipped and repeated this process on the other side. I continued flipping and shaving, test fitting in the cabinet after each pass until 8 playing cards fit snugly between the middle and sides of the doors. I chose an overhanging design for the door, creating a built-in handle. However, you can add knobs for a more traditional look. I applied a wood accelerator, giving it a weathered appearance, sealed it with spray lacquer, and 3 coats of a matte sheen polyurethane alternative. Don't let lack of storage hold you back. With this DIY printer stand, you can transform your home office into a functional, inviting workspace. To get your copy of this plan, please visit my site, sawsonskates.com, using the link in the description box below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it the thumbs up. It's one of the best ways to support my building plans.